The theme for this conference is light at the end of the tunnel. We have seen some improvements in the FPSO industry. There are some threads of optimism that are being revealed. We've heard at this conference from a number of people how people are making sustainable cost reductions in CapEx and OpEx for their projects. We're hearing about people doing innovative contracting methods. We're hearing about how people are finding ways to finance their projects, and we're hearing about how people are finding ways to reduce life cycle costs. So one of the things that the FPSO industry can do to help prepare for the market recovery is to try to keep making improvements in how we do projects. FPSO clients can find ways to work with their contractors using contractor specifications and standards. But equally in turn, FPSO contractors are finding ways to work with their major suppliers on their standards and specifications, all trying to find ways for standardization, to reduce the cost of some of our equipment and materials. Well, we've had some good new opportunities for the FPSO market in several areas around the globe. One of the areas that's very exciting is off the coast of West Africa in Mauritania and Senegal. I've been hearing about projects that Cairn, Woodside, BP, and Cosmos are doing there. Another important, exciting area is off the north coast of South America. The work that Exxon's doing with Liza and other projects in offshore Guyana is an important, exciting area for future FPSO opportunities. So the FPSO industry still has some pressing issues. A really important thing that we've seen is that people need to make sure that their FPSO projects, when they leave the integration yards and head off to be deployed, need to really work hard to be 100% complete. We have projects which are pre-commissioned and commissioned in the shipyards, and this is an important activity. It's significantly cheaper to complete projects in these locations, whilst if we have work still remaining to be done offshore, can be double or triple the cost. So the FPSO market, the contractors and their shipyards need to find ways to not have any surprises offshore. Finish the work in the yards, get offshore, get connected, and be ready to ramp up production. Digital solutions have a big opportunity to improve our life cycle costs. In the previous days, I believe we were in a more reactive mode. People put larger crews on board FPSOs. There was more pre-installed redundancy of equipment, and people then waited for operational or maintenance issues to develop, and then they would react to them. That might have worked at a higher oil price, but in $50 oil world, we have to be more proactive. So we need to work on reducing our operations and maintenance costs. We need to have fewer people on board. We need to use the digital solutions to help us monitor the performance of our equipment and systems to be more proactive. I believe that the FPSO industry can become more future ready by continuing to be more collaborative. Previous models where there was a lot of gaps between the clients, the operators, the various key equipment suppliers, and the yards, that might have worked at a higher oil price, but at lower oil price, collaborative working is about people to identify risks and how they can be mitigated and how you can help each other. So clients need to not over-specify, have more fit-for-purpose functional requirements. FPSO contractors need to be listening to their major suppliers for how more value could be delivered in the facility to reduce the capex. And the technical solutions through digitalization, for example, need to be better implemented so that we can help reduce life cycle costs by being more proactive in our operations.